Our story today revolves around a Moroccan family living in a remote village in the Atlas Mountains. This family was subjected to a heinous crime that no one could imagine, as investigations into the crime continued for more than 85 years. This may seem strange to some, and others may not believe that investigations can continue for such a long period. Investigations began in 1933 and continued until 2020. The crime occurred specifically in March, on the 31st day, and the targeted family was the Al-Omrani family and their maid. 6 months prior to the crime, some weird stuff started happening. There was a maid working in the family's home who kept hearing strange noises all over the place. She could hear knocking on the windows and sometimes whispers in the hallways, which really freaked her out. The maid told the family members what she heard, but they didn't believe her and thought she was just imagining things. Even though they didn't believe her, the maid was sure of what she heard and decided to quit her job. Things remained the same until one day before the crime occurred, when the family decided to hire a new maid. On the same day that the new maid arrived, the family began hearing the same strange noises that the previous maid had been talking about. In addition, they noticed strange and suspicious events occurring in the house, such as the father discovering a newspaper he had never bought before, in addition to the disappearance of the keys to the warehouse containing the family's equipment. The terror intensified when a family member found strange tracks in the snow on a heavy snow day. These tracks led from the woods into the house, suggesting that someone had entered and not left. Fear gripped the family's hearts as they recalled the warnings of the previous maid. Ali, the father, went to his neighbor and shared the thrilling events and the maid's words. The neighbor suggested he arm himself in case of an emergency, but Ali declined. From then on, a series of mysterious events continued to escalate, leaving the family increasingly anxious and on edge. Over the next few nights, strange noises in the house grew louder, causing panic among the family members. Then came the next morning, when the family discovered something unexpected. They found their new maid murdered in her room, and her body was lying on the floor in a horrific condition. This terrible discovery sparked a state of panic and astonishment among the family members, who began to suspect everything and everyone in the house. As there was no evidence pointing to the perpetrator, suspicions began to arise towards the neighbors and people nearby. This caused confusion and doubt among the family members, worsening the psychological and emotional situation for everyone involved. As time passed, events accelerated and dark secrets began to emerge about each member of the family, making investigations more complex and difficult. Amidst this chaos and constant tension, the family members had to face their fears and uncover the truth behind this heinous crime that shook their quiet village.